Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has provided us with a possible, even though questionable, 5-wave move to the upside today. If it's really 5 waves or not, it's not so important. You can count 5 waves. If it really is a 5-wave move, which would definitely suggest further upside after a corrective pullback, well, that will be proven in the support zone, okay? And we can now fully define the support area. I think it's already defined. I don't need to move it. Support levels haven't changed since the last update that I provided. Well, I think they did actually change compared to the last update provided on YouTube, but they haven't changed from my earlier update today on Discord for Discord members. The support area had to change a little bit because the price pushed, I think, a little higher, giving us that 5th wave that we wanted to see. So why not talk about this? There are, with these microstructures, always different ways of, how you can count this. That's obviously just a micro perspective. Zoomed out, nothing happened. Zoomed out, the communication hasn't changed, narrative hasn't changed. We have this sort of WXY structure. The downside looks incomplete. Now, that means I cannot confirm yet that we have really bottomed. I would need to see further price action. But as per my update from yesterday, once we get 5 waves up and a 3-wave pullback, I will assume that a low has formed. At least a more substantial low, and then we can track the yellow larger degree 5-wave pattern. And then the next stress test will come after this one gets a corrective pullback. At the moment, the rally is significant, yes, but I cannot take the white count off the chart, which suggests further downside. But as I said as well, once we see 5 waves up, the probabilities for an upside follow through will increase further, and we have a potential 5-wave move up. It's still all probabilistic, right? So just because I can count or interpret the move that started on Wednesday, this Wednesday low, and possibly ended today, with this high, just because I can interpret this as a 5-wave move doesn't mean that support has to hold. The market doesn't have to do anything, especially not on these smaller time frames, okay? But we can, the advantage of a 5-wave move is that we can at least track further upside. We get at least probabilities that are shifting towards that direction of the yellow count, which indicates the low could already be in, or we're dealing with a larger corrective rally, or a larger rally at least, yeah. But yeah, as I said, once we get 5 waves up and 3 waves down, I will assume the low is in, and I will take out the white count as it is. For now, that's all not so important. Nothing has really changed compared to the last video, other than a slight shift of the support area higher because the price formed another high, and that's given us a micro 5-wave move up. So this is sort of what we're dealing with. The white count isn't going to be taken off the chart yet because it could still fail at support. So 5 waves up, as you can see here, I call that a leading diagonal. All right, so I'm not going to label the whole thing, but we've got a possible 3-wave move up here. So this would be an A wave. This here is a B wave, and this here is a C wave. So that gives me a wave 1, yeah? Then we have a shallow wave 2, and then we have a 3rd wave, which also is 3 waves in A, 3 waves in B, and then a small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives me 5 waves in wave C of this 3. Then here, this is also a 4th wave, could also be a small triangle, and then the 5th wave, okay? Or the 4th wave was not the triangle, it ended here at this swing low earlier today, and then we have 3 waves up in wave 5. So at the moment I cannot rule out another high, but I can tell you that if we break below this, what I have labeled as wave 4 low at 62,595, that would be a good indication that a larger wave 2 pullback has started. All right, so essentially it's more about, okay, if we get into this orange micro support area here between 58,175 and 61,359, then we have to watch these micro support levels or the Fibonacci levels, and if the price can stabilize in that support area, well, then we have good confirmation that we have a 1-2 setup here, and the third wave rally to the upside is due to follow from there. Now, I cannot really give you upside targets for yellow wave 3 yet. I can only do that once the wave 2 has bottomed. We can make some assumptions, however. So if we say, okay, this might be wave 1. This is a previous resistance level, so maybe we start the wave 2 from here. I mean, again, I cannot rule out another high. In fact, the wave 1 is quite long down there. As you can see, the wave 5 is quite shallow. I would prefer another high. It would give us more clarity. But okay, let's just assume it comes down from here then, just for target purposes. Let's assume it might test the 50% fib level at 60,400. Then the third wave should reach 72,650. So it gives you an idea, right? And then wave 4 and the wave 5 should reach like 75K. And then we take it from there. For now, yeah, I mean, how could it extend, you know? Obviously, as I just shared with you, because this is not an impulse, it's a diagonal. So the wave 5 is an ABC. But yeah, I mean, why not a larger ABC? So 3 waves in A, B, C. That's possible. And then it might stretch to 65K or so. So can't rule out another high, but we have 5 waves up now. I think another high would be at least likely, given that the wave 1 has a certain length and the wave 5 often tends to be roughly the same length. Doesn't have to be, however. So we're now ready for a pullback. If it happens from here, the support levels are defined, and then we have to watch this area. So first confirmation that we have bottomed. Second confirmation will be the wave 2. Third confirmation will be a break above what I have labeled as wave 1 high, but then we're already in the breakout. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.